There's an idea that takes most people years to understand. The more you try to hold everything for yourself, the less you grow. The more you share what you know, the more you develop. At first, that sounds contradictory. After all, we live in a world where many people believe they need to protect their knowledge, guard their opportunities, and constantly compete with everyone around them. But life has a curious way of rewarding those who choose a different path. The people who grow the most are rarely the ones who hoard everything for themselves. They're the ones who invest in others. The ones who help, teach, collaborate, and contribute without constantly calculating what they'll get back in return. Because there's a principle that shows up in nearly every area of life. What you invest tends to multiply. What you hold back tends to disappear. When you share knowledge, you don't end up with less. You gain deeper understanding. When you help someone else grow, you grow in the process too. When you contribute to another person's success, you increase your own value. Many people spend their lives focused only on what they can receive. They constantly ask, "What's in it for me? What do I get in return? Is this worth my time?" But the people who leave the greatest impact ask a different question. How can I contribute? How can I help? How can I add value? And it's exactly that shift in mindset that transforms relationships, careers, businesses, and lives. Think about the people who've had the biggest influence on your life. Maybe a teacher, a mentor, a friend, a family member, someone who believed in you when you doubted yourself, someone who shared knowledge with you, someone who invested their time, attention, or energy into your growth. Those people probably had no idea what kind of impact they were creating in that moment, but they left a mark that stayed with you for years. And that happens because one of the most powerful ways to create meaning in life is to contribute to the growth of other people. We often search for success, recognition, or fulfillment, but we discover that the greatest rewards come when we help others move forward. When we see someone grow because of something we said, when someone gains confidence because of an encouragement we offered, when we realize our knowledge, our experience, or simply our presence made a real difference in someone's life. You don't need to be wealthy to invest in others. You don't need a title. You don't need to be famous. You can invest through your time, your attention, your experience, your willingness to listen. Your availability to help. Small gestures can create consequences far bigger than you'd expect. A conversation can change a decision. A word of encouragement can change a day. A piece of advice can change a career. An act of generosity can change a life. And there's something even more important. When you consistently invest in others, you develop qualities that strengthen you as well. You become more patient, more self-aware, more empathetic, better at understanding different perspectives, more equipped to lead and to navigate challenges. Because personal growth doesn't only happen when you work on yourself. It also happens when you contribute to the growth of others. Life isn't only about what you can accumulate. It's also about what you can leave behind. In the end, people will rarely be remembered for what they owned. They'll be remembered for how they made others feel, for the help they offered, for the lessons they shared, for the doors they opened, for the impact they left. Maybe right now, you're so focused on your own goals that you've forgotten the value of helping someone around you. Maybe you're so busy building your own path that you haven't noticed you can light someone else's path at the same time. And the truth is, one doesn't get in the way of the other. In fact, they often reinforce each other. Because what you give to the world tends to come back in ways you can't predict. Not always immediately, not always from the same person, but it comes back. Respect generates respect. Trust generates trust. Generosity creates opportunity. Knowledge, which shared, creates growth. So ask yourself, what value am I creating for the people around me? Who can I help today? What knowledge can I share? What experience can I pass on? What difference can I make? Even a small one. And when you look back years from now, you may discover that your greatest success wasn't what life gave to you. It was what you left in it.